Hi, welcome to Breathe Yoga. My name is Ashley Mann and I'm your host. So for today's practice, you may want a yoga block or a strap if you have those available to you. If you do not have a strap, just grab a belt or a long sock. So for today's practice, we will be doing some standing poses as well as seated poses. I want you to go ahead and find your way to child's pose. So go ahead and come to the knees, big toes touching. You can keep the knees together or widen if you want a little stretch through the inner thighs. And just walk the hands out in front of you, allowing your forehead to rest on the earth. Relax your shoulders here, wiggle into your space, and let your body settle in. Take a big round of breath in. Open your mouth, exhale, let go. Good. And now again, just notice any places that you're holding tension within your body. Take your mind to that place. Inhale, let your lungs expand in all directions. Open your mouth, sigh, let go. And one more cleansing breath. If there's any negative energy or stress you're hanging on to today, just use this last cleansing breath to let that go. Big breath in. Open your mouth, exhale, let go. If it's available to you to breathe in and out of your nose, begin to do that now. And just let your breath be natural. Notice where you're holding your energy in your body. If you feel like you're putting all of the weight of your body in your forehead, just adjust. You can wiggle, you can relax the arms back closer to you, whatever feels good to your body. Lift your hands and give your wrists a little love by making rotations. And then the opposite direction. As you're ready, press your palms into the earth. Finger pads also pressing down. Walk yourself up to tabletop position. So hands should be under shoulders, knees, under hips, belly's nice and strong. Look back in the space you've created with the legs. Scoot the feet where you can't see them. Beginning to move into Dirgha or cat-cow. Inhale, lifting through heart center, taking a back bend to a place that feels good to you, lifting the tailbone. As you exhale, pull the navel to the spine, chin to chest, press through your hands, relax your shoulders. A couple more on your own breath, inhaling as you rise, and just go to the place that feels good to your back. Exhaling as you round out. So think about a string around your spine, lifting that string toward the sky. One more time, inhaling, lifting through the chest, through the tailbone. And exhale, rounding out. Slowly releasing to a neutral position. From here, go ahead and curl the right toes under and press back through that heel. Belly still strong, that right hip is still facing the earth. You should feel a yummy stretch down the back of the leg. Good. Keeping your eye on the floor or focal point, that's your dristi. Now shift back and lift that leg so that you try to make it parallel to the earth. You should feel your glutes and your back engage. Press through the heel like you're going to press through the wall behind you. If you feel strong today, go ahead and reach that left hand out in front of you, relaxing the shoulder, thumb faces the sky, belly strong. You can stay here if this works for you. If you want a little bit more, go ahead and bend that right knee and reach back with the left hand. So you can just reach, or you can try and grab that foot. If you grab the foot or the ankle, go ahead and press that foot, the shin, toward the wall behind you. Belly is still strong here. Still on the focal point for balance. Press the top of the left foot and shin into the earth. That will also help for the balance. Now slowly release, extending back through the heel, reaching through the fingers, and then bring that hand and knee to the earth. And give that right wrist a shake out. So if you feel a lot of pressure here in your wrist, make sure you're pressing through the palm of the hand and all the finger pads rather than just putting the weight into the wrist. Coming back to center, take a breath, let go, curl the left toes under and press back through the heel. Give a little shift back through the hands. Get that stretch from the glutes all the way down to the heel, the Achilles tendon. This is great if you have plantar fasciitis in the feet. Shifting forward, lift the heel to the sky, leg is parallel to the earth, belly is strong. You can stay here if you need to. If you want a little bit more, reach the right hand out in front of you. Thumb faces the sky, shoulders relaxed.
Just go to the level that works for you today. Maybe your level is bending the knee and reaching back with the hand. So you can stay right here if this is where you need to be today. One side may feel a little different than the other, so honor your body. Keeping the core strong, breath long. And now slowly extend through the heel, reach the right hand back in front, and take your time bringing that hand and knee to the earth. And again, shake out that left wrist. Good. Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog, big starfish hands, curl the toes under, lift the tailbone up and back, pressing your chest toward your thighs, feet are about hips distance apart, and just begin to pedal through the feet here, working out any tension down the backs of the legs. So I want you to think about pressing your chest into the space that you created through the legs. So you're pressing your chest toward your thighs. Don't worry about trying to get your heels to the earth here. Bend your knees as much as you need to for that press. One more breath. Now bend your knees quite a lot, look forward. Walk your feet to meet your hands, and then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. And let your head be the very last thing that stacks on your shoulders. Core is engaged, pressing through the big toe, pinky toe, the heel. When you get to the top, big breath in, and exhale, let go. Now take a little movement to just let your body acclimate to being in a standing position, rock forward and backward on the feet to redistribute that weight. And as you're ready, big sweep of the arms up, big breath in. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, flat back, hinging at the hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Relax the head, the shoulders at the bottom. Inhale, halfway lengthening the spine, making an L shape. If you need support, take your hands to your shins just below your knees or to your thighs, and think about pulling the crown of the head forward rather than rounding out through the spine here. Exhale, forward fold. We're taking it slowly. We'll pick up our pace in a moment. Reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands through heart center. If you're still tight, widen the feet, bigger bend in the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Next time we're going to stay here. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, leaning with the heart, bending at the knees. Relax your toes. Inhale to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, bend your knees so much that you let your ribs, your belly rest on your quads. Just letting your body hang, shifting the weight forward into the toes. Let gravity pull on the neck, the spine just a bit. If it feels good to you, bend your elbows. Wrap your hands around your elbows and let your body sway side to side. Getting some kinetic movement through the body. If you want a little bit more through the shoulders, take your hands, interlacing your fingers behind your back, let your fists fall forward. The closer your palms are together, the more intense that will be. So just listen to your body here. And then slowly make a circle with your head clockwise, counterclockwise. Shake your head yes to healthy movement for your body. Shake your head no to pushing yourself to a place that doesn't work for you. Take a big breath in, open your mouth, exhale, let go. From here, release the hands, bringing the hands directly into the shoulders. Bend your knees quite a lot. Step back to your first plank position, top of a push-up, looking out in front of you just a bit for your focal point. Now, this is a level if you need to drop to the knees at any point that you need to. Belly is nice and strong, shoulders are relaxed. Keep those elbows snug as we lower down to Chaturanga. And again, drop to the knees if you need to. Inhale, scoop up to low cobra. So for low cobra, you're just rolling those shoulders down and back, squeeze the glutes, tops of the feet, press into the floor. And if you want to know if you're using the right muscles, just lift the hands. Can you hold yourself here? Go ahead and press your hands into the earth, lifting up to full cobra, shoulders down and back. Now yours may not be this high, and that's okay. Just go to a place that feels good to you. Glutes are still engaged. Maybe give a little rock side to side. Good. Exhale, lower down on this first one. Press to the knees, curl the toes under, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Again, pedaling through the feet. Now we're going to pick up our pace from here. Bend the knees quite a lot, looking forward, step or float forward to meet your hands. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. We exhale right back into that forward fold, flat back, hinge at the hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale down, plant the hands, step or float back to plank. Drop to the knees if you need to. Exhale, lower down with control. Elbows are snug to the body. Inhale, scooping up, shoulders down and back, navel to spine. Exhale down. Press to the knees, curling the toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale the right foot up behind you. Bend your knee, turn your hip open to the right. And then maybe circle through the ankle, spread through the toes, curl the toes, just giving that foot and ankle a little movement. Notice if you're opening up your chest to the right as well. If you are, try to square your chest to the earth. Now slowly turn that hip back down, press through the heel, take a breath in. As you exhale, pull the knee in toward the chest, lightly place the right foot on the earth, and slowly inhale up to your first standing pose, crescent lunge. Relax your shoulders. If you need to today, bring your hands to heart center. So square the hips. If you're wobbly side to side, just widen the feet to hips distance. Keeping your eye on a focal point, this is a balance pose. And breathe. Put a smile on your face. Don't take your yoga so seriously. One more breath here. Slowly bring your hands to the earth. Go ahead and step the left foot forward to meet the right. Big toes touching if that's available to you. Inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, sink your tailbone toward the earth like you're sitting down into a chair. Sweep the arms up, chair pose, Utkatasana. Relax your shoulders, belly strong. Probably feeling a little fire in your quads, the front of your legs. Just try to breathe through that. One more breath. Now slowly exhale, forward fold. You can shake out those legs if you need to. If you need to walk your feet to hips distance, you may do that as well. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale down, plant your hands, stepping back to plank position, top of a push-up. Slowly exhale, lower down with control. Elbows snug to the body. Inhale, scooping up. You can keep a low cobra if that suits you better today. Exhale down. Press to the knees, curling the toes under. Downward facing dog. Moving into the left side, inhale, left foot up behind you. Bend your knee and then slowly open that hip. Again, one side of the body may feel a little different than the other, so honor what your body's telling you. Breathe. Slowly turn that hip back toward the earth. Extend through the heel. Take a breath. And as you exhale, pull the knee in toward the chest. Lightly place the left foot down near the left hand. Press through the front heel and slowly make your way to standing. One more breath. Again, bringing your hands to the earth, stepping that right foot forward. This time I'm going to step my feet hips distance to show you the difference. Inhale as you lengthen your spine. As you exhale, sink your hips toward the earth and reach the arms up, sweeping up. Now, if this is uncomfortable to you, again, you can bring your hands to heart center. One of the things I want you to notice is if your knees are coming in. If they are, line them up with your second and third toe and really activate the muscles and protect those knees. One more breath. And slowly exhale, forward fold. Again, shaking out those legs. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale down, planting the hands, stepping back, plank position, top of a push-up. This time I'm just gonna drop to my knees. Knees are behind the hip, belly strong. Elbows are still snug to the body. I slowly lower down, inhaling up to high cobra. Shoulders down and back, belly strong. Exhale, lower down. So you hear me say belly strong a lot because the core being engaged is very important through your practice. Inhale the right foot up behind you. As you exhale, step through, just like we did in round one, into a crescent lunge, eyes on a focal point. Breathe. One more breath here. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the earth. So this is a good opportunity if you need a block to have your left hand on a block. You can bring your hand to the floor if that works for you, but if you need a little extra space, go ahead and bring the left hand directly into the left shoulder. Take a breath in, reach the right hand to the sky for a crescent twist. So try not to put all of the weight of the body in that left hand. You really want to engage the back muscles. Press back through the back heel. Squeeze your thighs. Everything should feel like it's working here. One more breath. Slowly bring that right hand to the earth. If you're using the block, you can set it to the side. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Now you can skip the vinyasa here and go straight back to downward dog if that better suits you today. Child's pose is always available if you need to take a break, recenter, reconnect to the breath. Left side, inhale the left foot up behind you. As you exhale, step the left foot through lightly. Inhale, rise up, crescent pose. Relax your shoulders, hips square, pull the left hip back, right hip forward just a bit. Crescent twist. Slowly bring your hands to the earth. Block is available if you need it. Take a breath in. Exhale, reach your left hand to the sky. Pulling the left hip back. Relax through the shoulders. Breathe. So think about how much weight you're putting in that hand. Just take a moment to feel that. Could you reach the left fingertips up just a little higher without lifting that right hand off the earth? One more breath. And slowly bring that left hand to the earth. Step the right foot forward to meet the left, feet hips distance, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. And we're just gonna take a moment here to find our breath, to rock forward and backward on the feet. And then we're going to move into a pose called Royal Dancer. And before I've moved into it a different way, but today I just want you to practice the pose from a standing place in Tadasana. So if you need your strap, go ahead and grab your strap. So I'm going to show you a few different things that you can do here. And it's very much like the pose that we started with, where we had one hand on the floor and we reached back to grab the foot. So if you have your strap, what we're going to do is we're going to shift the weight into the left foot. So just kind of rock side to side for a moment until you feel about 80% of the weight on that left foot. If you need your strap, you're going to take the strap and wrap it around the foot so that you're gripping from the back. Now from here, just go ahead and lift that leg and maybe walk that strap up so that you're more in like a quad stretch. So you can stay right here if this is where you need to be today. If you want a little bit more, go ahead and find your focal point on the earth and start to hinge forward into that. So we're just kind of working on a few different modifications for our Royal Dancer pose. If you feel good there, you can drop the strap and grab the foot. So my hand is on the arch side of my foot. Belly is strong. Now extend that foot back just like we did when we were on our hand and our knee. And then maybe reach that left hand out in front of you. Don't worry about where the strap is. If you fall over, just laugh it off. Breathe. One more breath. And then slowly try to release using the core. Try not to fall out of it. Eye stays on the focal point. Maybe grab your strap, maybe just let it fall to the floor. So you should feel a little fire in the leg. That should have been challenging for you. If you feel your foot kind of wobble side to side, that's normal. That means you're working those muscles. So now we're going to try the other side, and you may fall over, no big deal. It's a practice, remember that. So if you want your strap, go ahead and use that. I'm going to drop my strap this time, and I'm just going to go ahead and come into my quad stretch. Belly is strong, my knee is pointing down, my hips are square, and then I'm just going to slowly hinge into the right hip. My core is engaged, I'm keeping my eye on my focal point, I'm moving slowly, and then I press back through the foot, keeping that hip square, and then maybe reach that right hand out in front of you. Breathe. One more breath. And now slowly try to come out. Go ahead and bring your feet to hips distance. Reach those hands to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, flat back, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, plant the hands. Step back to a downward facing dog, pressing your chest toward your toes. Inhale the right foot up behind you. As you exhale, pull the knee in toward the chest, but this time we turn it out for a pigeon stretch. So the knee comes just around the right wrist. The toes come just outside the left hand. So you can stay right here if you need to. Hips are square. Weight of the body is on the left leg. If this is too much for your knee, you're just going to flip over onto your back and cross that right ankle over the left knee. So if this is more comfortable to you, please feel free to go here. So in pigeon, you really want to move slowly into it and not force anything. So I like to take a few rounds of breath here, assess how the hip feels, how the low back feels for the day. And then if I want a little bit more, maybe I'll lower into Sphinx pose. So you can also use the block here if you need to. Relax your shoulders, breathe. Now, if you're on your back for this pose for reverse pigeon, when we switch out and we go to down dog, you're just simply going to bring both soles of the feet to the floor, windshield wiper the legs, and then switch out. One more breath. Press your hands into the earth. Now, if you're here following me, go ahead and curl the left toes under, lift the knee, step the right foot back to meet the left so you're in a plank position. Shift the hips up and back, Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. And this is where you would just windshield wiper the legs as we rock through our hips. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, pull the knee in, turn the knee out. Slowly lowering down, weight of the body on the right leg. Just switching out if you're on your back, and take your time finding the place that works for you. If you want a little support for your head, you can use the block. You can double your fist and let your third eye, or that space between the eyebrows, rest on your fist. You can interlace your fingers and give yourself a little massage, whatever feels good to your body. Just try to relax your breath, your jaw. Wherever you are, one more breath. Press your hands into the earth if you're forward. Curl the right toes under. Lift the knee, step the left foot back to meet the right. Press back, downward facing dog. If you're on your back, bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Windshield wiper the legs. If you're in down dog, go ahead and bring the knees to the earth. And if you're on your back, go ahead and cross your ankles and rock up to a seated position. So extending the feet out in front of you, roll the thighs in for Parsvakonasana. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my strap here today and wrap the strap around the balls of my feet. Sit up nice and tall, relaxing through the shoulders. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, think about pulling the heart forward, going about halfway to your point of tightness. And then maybe you walk the hands down the strap. If you don't have a strap, just hands walk down the legs or down onto the earth, wherever feels good to you. A few more rounds of breath here. Now just let your body relax into the pose. Let your chin move toward your chest if that feels okay to your neck. Take a big cleansing breath. Fill your body with air. Open your mouth, sigh, make noise, let it go. Press your hands into the earth. Use your hands to walk yourself up rather than pulling yourself up with your back, and take a moment in your staff pose or Dandasana to just feel your body. Taking a moment of appreciation for moving your body today. And as you're ready, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. You can move your strap to the side. Scoot your hips to meet your heels. Lying straight back. And go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side over your spine. Giving yourself a hug. And one more breath here. And then again, slowly bringing the soles of the feet to the earth. A windshield wiper of the legs. Hands turn palm up in an A position. And as you're ready, go ahead and extend your feet out for Shavasana or corpse pose. So just wiggle around until your body can relax into the earth, until you let go of any effort you're using to hold yourself here. Your head is heavy, your shoulders, the backs of your arms, the backs of your hands, your hips, the backs of your legs, and your heels. If at all possible, try to stay here for around 5 minutes, just resting the body. If you need to follow me, go ahead and begin to wiggle through the fingers and toes. And if you stay here for 5 minutes, this is how you will awaken your body by subtle movement. Create that movement through the wrists and the ankles as it feels good. And extend the hands over the head, stretch from head to toe, taking a big breath in. And as you exhale, roll to your right side, pulling the knees in toward the chest, just taking a brief moment here. There's no rush. When you feel ready, pressing through the hands, press yourself up to a comfortable seated position with your eyes heavy or closed. Sitting up nice and tall, shrug your shoulders up, roll them down and back. Turn your palms up for just a moment, taking a breath here. A breath of gratitude that you were able to move your body today, to get on your mat. And let's close our practice by sweeping our arms to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale your hands to your heart. This breath is for your body. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky, create space. Exhale your hands to your heart. This breath is for your mind. Again, inhaling, sweeping the arms to the sky, big breath in. Exhaling your hands to your heart, breathing for your spirit. Let's take one more breath. Exhale your hands to your heart. This breath is for me to you, a breath of my gratitude and thanks for joining me on Breathe Yoga. Namaste.